This is Blackin' Out with Derek and Denver.
All right.
Yeah.
We're fucking it all up.
Yeah. First episode.
First episode of Blackin' Out with us. I am Daniel Day Dogwood.
And I am Doggone Danny.
All right. So this is going to be a drunk ass podcast.
It's going swell so far.
Yes. And we're gonna try to talk about music. This is basically maybe we should talk about what the podcast is gonna be about.
Definitely.
What are our goals?
Our goals are to, we're going to each give each other an album, and at the end of the week, we're going to talk about them and review them and shit, and in between that, we're going to play some cool-ass music and bullshit and get more drunk, probably.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I think that's it.
I think really that was the entire plan of this podcast.
But we're having a podcast, so we're doing something.
Yeah, see, we're actually contributing to society.
Yes.
This was just kind of an excuse to get together and blow off some steam, especially between two guys that are really into music so much that we have to, constantly find new music.
Yeah. And there's nobody else around here to talk to about
Yeah,
it.
we don't have anybody to fucking nerd out with about music stuff, so
Yeah.
this podcast is an outlet for that.
Yes.
And anything else that we decide to talk about, because we barely stay on topic whenever we try to talk about shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But we're going to try to do that
Right.
for an hour and what so.
yeah. I'll go ahead and start us off by saying...
Get it.
Denny over here,
Goddamn right.
he told me that he did not care for the new High on Fire album. He's a much bigger High on Fire fan than I am,
Oh,
but I do like them. I think they're pretty awesome.
Solid,
Yeah, but he came to me about the new High on Fire album, Electric Messiah, and how he thought it sucked. But you listened to it a few times.
I listened to it a good 3 times.
Yeah, I think it was 3 times you texted me and you're like, I checked out that High on Fire again.
Twice while drinking and once while mowing the lawn. So
Sober.
sober there.
Yeah. So you gave it the full review.
Yeah, I did.
You
I
gave
swear
it
to God, I did.
enough chances and you still didn't care for it.
Because, dude, I'm such a big fan of theirs.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I just have to listen to it more. And I was like, there's got to be something I'm missing here, and nope, I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It was, goddamn, it fucking sucked.
It's named after, or it's based, was it a
It's,
to?
The whole thing's a tribute to Lemmy.
Right.
Burgermeister. But,
If you ever want to know what it looks like to have a lifetime of crushing pussy, just look up a picture of Lemmy.
Yeah, exactly. But the song itself, Electric Messiah, is about Lemmy.
Uh-huh.
And goddamn, dude, I thought if anybody could do them justice, it would be
No
fucking
shit.
Matt Pike and High on Fire.
Yeah. Whenever I show people that aren't really into underground heavy metal, whenever I show them High on Fire, they usually come straight up with, it kind of sounds like Motorhead.
Exactly.
They always say the singer kind of sounds like Lemmy because he's rough.
And nothing about this album was fucking Motorhead.
Yeah, this is their least Motorhead album.
I don't get it.
I don't understand either. They finally put themselves towards something that you knew that they could accomplish, and they didn't do it.
They blew it.
Yeah, they almost made. Okay, here's another thing though. I don't care for Snakes of the Divine.
You know
I've only
what?
listened to it once though.
You know what? I didn't for a while.
Yeah.
Just, well, for one, like the fucking title track.
Yeah.
Just that, like,
It sounds like Shadows Fall, doesn't it?
The intro's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Shit, but dude, like now, like going back and listening to, dude, there's some good ass fucking songs in there.
All right.
Like, dude, Frosthammer, I like that.
Frosthammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, first time, that was whenever I stopped kind of listening to him. I planned on stopping listening to High on Fire whenever that album came out because I thought this sounds like a band that is moving in a direction to get more popular, is what I thought it sounded like. But this...
it was actually the height of Matt Pike's drunkenness.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, that never makes sense. Usually whenever bands are at their drunkest is whenever I like them the most.
Yeah.
So, straight out of the gate, this Electric Messiah album, we both agree, the cover sucks.
Yeah.
It's too fucking colorful. I don't like colorful metal albums.
I loved all of their fucking covers. I've
Right.
all of them.
And you can have a colorful album without overdoing it. This album cover is like a fucking rainbow. That's what I don't like about it.
It looks like a band from Victory Records.
It does.
Metalcore.
Yeah, it looks like a metalcore band album cover. It's real trendy looking.
Yeah, it's like get ready for this.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's like can't wait to buy that T-shirt so everybody knows I like that album.
Yeah.
Kind of
This
shit.
is gonna go great with my corduroys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck I wear on.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, straight out of like as soon as I seen it, I was like, I don't really care for that album cover, but you know. And I actually checked it out. Normally it takes me forever to check out a band's new album, but I decided to give it a go. And first song, I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. This is actually a pretty good album.
Yeah.
But by the end of like the third song, maybe, I didn't feel like I needed to finish the album. Like I thought, yeah, I heard it. You know, like I know what it sounds like.
It was so hard for me to finish the album.
Yeah.
Honestly. It was.
I don't know how you did. I didn't.
And I can't believe that I'm saying that, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe, like, dude. I never thought I'd say, like, I don't like this High on Fire album.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, there's good parts about it, but dude, all in all, I don't fucking like it.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like the album cover looks.
It does. The cover is actually a good representation of the album. If you like the cover, you might like the album. I like my shit a little bit darker, though.
It's like a band fucking trying to be High on Fire, and like from Victory Records, and I keep saying Victory Records just because, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I didn't quite get into it, and I don't know. They're kind of a big band anyways, and sometimes big bands turn me off. Like I'd go the other way or whatever, but it was you that told me to check out Luminiferous.
Yeah.
Luminiferous.
Yeah.
Luminiferous. I didn't ever put forth any effort to checking that album out.
Yeah.
And then after I did, whenever you showed it to me, I really like it. It's really good.
I actually think that's one of their like their defining albums, dude. Like
Yeah.
I love it, man.
And as I was saying about album covers, they can be colorful without going too far. And Luminiferous is a good representation of that because it's yellow and brown, but that's kind of it. Like it's very colorful whenever you see it, but it's like sand and desert, and you see it and you're like, okay, like it's not a rainbow. Like like
so is our stool.
Yeah, it's just yellow and brown, and it's a little ugly.
Yeah. I'm gonna call this art.
It's a little yellow and brown. Yeah, Lemmy! He lives through me.
Yeah.
But I'm losing him.
Yeah. With a lot of other things.
Yeah. Gotta get the poison out.
Yeah.
Lemmy
lives through my Mickey.
Yeah.
So what else?
That was a discussion that the whole High on Fire album was a discussion we had before the podcast, but I felt like it needed to be brought back up.
Which is crazy, man, because he turned me on to High on Fire like years ago.
I think you didn't like him.
I didn't like him at first.
With the Surrounded by Thieves stuff, like you were like, no.
See, I didn't like, but Blessed Black Wings, man. God damn.
It's a hard album not to like.
I remember when you got that CD, and I was like, yeah, I'm not like this is.
I didn't like him until I seen him live.
Yeah.
And then I was like, holy shit.
You remember when I forgot who we seen him with, but it
Child's Fall.
Was it?
Yep.
But it was Pops. Yeah, they opened up for him.
Yeah.
And he came on stage, you know, the great shirtless man. He is. And he just like took a drink of a Budweiser and he was like, we're gonna play some old school metal.
Yeah.
And we were like 16, so we were like, cool.
Yeah, we were like, oh no.
And they played some old school metal, dude, and it was awesome. Yeah,
they tore it the fuck up. And then remember, we went and talked to him after that, and they were like, so what are you guys into? And they're like, they were both wearing Venom shirts, and they were like, pretty much just Venom.
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
A couple of kids coming up to us.
Yeah, they were like, fuck off. You don't have the black metal album.
Yeah. Good God.
Yeah. we were kids. Man, I do miss that about the fucking pop shows, is I miss, like, you would see a band and then they were so poor that they'd be running their own merch booth.
Dude, I still,
think about all the fucking bands that we met.
Like, I don't go to a lot of shows anymore,
but
when I do, I look at pops first.
Yeah.
Like, the last show I was at was, like, a year and a half ago at Superjoint came back around.
Yeah.
And it was, it was just great. It was, back at it again.
Back at it again.
It was fucking cool. Except this time I was getting fucking wasted.
Were you not getting wasted before?
Yeah, I was. But this time
I think the Superjoint show we went to, you were wasted.
Yeah, I was wasted, but I wasn't old enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but this time, like, I drank a bunch of alcohol, and the singer from Child Bite gave me a bunch of buttons for $1. I was like, how much are these, man? And he was like, just however much you want. And I gave him $1. I was wasted and grabbed a bunch of buttons.
And he
probably thought I was an asshole. But,
yeah, I always feel bad about like the name your price shit on Bandcamp. You get to pay as much as you want, and I'm always like $1, and if I like it, I'll buy it. I'll put more money into it.
Yeah, dude. If the shirt's $19, I pay $19. Sometimes I pay $20. Like, well, I got a $20. So.
I try to do that rounding up, like something's $13.50, and I'm like,
don't expect your fans to be rich, man.
No shit. That $1.50.
We're supporting you in a fucking garage right now.
Exactly. And we're doing this shit for free.
Yeah.
You don't even have to ask us.
Yeah. We're not even having fun.
Yeah. This is my job now.
Yeah. I told my boss the other day I got a side job. I can't work on Saturdays.
And he's going to have to listen to it.
Yeah. She's like, why? I'm like, yeah, my wife.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I don't have a wife. You know how many jobs I've started? And like I said, I can't work on Sundays because I go to church.
Oh, really?
Which it works at first. But after like 2 weeks, and they know you.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, you'll work on Sunday, dude.
Do you still call out for dead uncles?
No, I haven't done that in a while.
Oh yeah, I tell everybody.
Grandmothers is a different story.
Oh yeah, I tell everybody, like, I had a buddy I used to live with, and he'd call out like once a week for a dead uncle. And they were like, nobody said anything? I'm like, well, it was Sonic. So, they didn't give a shit. I was like, he drank Jim Beam on the job, and they didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit if he didn't come in, and said, oh, I had an uncle die.
Yeah. So. There's this dude I know that he has a story. I worked with him at a Sonic, and this was was like his previous job, and he called out because he said his uncle shot himself. But which should have been enough.
Right.
But he said his uncle shot himself, and then his aunt came in and seen it, and she shot herself. And then their son came in and seen it, and he shot himself. I swear to God.
That was a fucking family genocide.
But it's like it's you kind of can't be like, dude.
I can't. Yeah.
Dude, come the fuck into work. Shut up, fucking.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right.
I'm not.
You got the day off. All right.
I'm not gonna be the asshole and ask you for the fucking triple funeral slip. You know, like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy and like make you disprove this.
All right, but I'm gonna be looking in the obituaries.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for this shit in the fucking news.
Yeah. Dude, this is your third grandma that died.
Yeah. I did that one time. I got caught. I was saying too many relatives died that didn't die. And it was a mocap. And they finally were like, we're going to need to see like one of those funeral slips. And I was like, funeral wasn't here. It was in Arizona.
Yeah.
And they were like, so what do you need the time off for? And I was like, I'm grieving.
Exactly.
You know, like, I'm not.
This was a big one.
Yeah. I knew him. He just didn't live around here. I mean, he was a big part of my life.
Yeah. Sorry, people died. Dude.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I'm having a bad year.
Yeah.
I remember saying that shit. I'm having a bad year. And then I got...
They call the boss at your next job and they're like, watch out for this guy.
Yeah.
He has a lot of dead family members.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. His Aunt Candace, she's already dead, so don't believe it.
Yeah. Here's who's died so far.
Believe it or not, she's died twice. Fuck it, man.
Yeah,
You want
fuck
a
it,
day
man.
off.
This ain't my career.
Yeah. Yeah. This ain't a career.
I ain't going down for this, Sonic.
Quit pulling my ear.
All right. We're going to get into our first album.
Yes. Which we are going for.
Mind Control by Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. Oh!
This was my pick.
Yep.
Derek. And. Oh, no, there we go.
Yeah. I never actually seen the name Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. I've always seen the name Uncle Acid. And so I didn't know if this was like old or new, like this album you were showing me. I didn't know.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, I didn't. It is. I didn't know if it was old or new or like a band that evolved into this something different, you know. But you told me to check that out. I knew I was gonna like it because I seen the people who always posted Uncle Acid shit, and I was like, that's gonna be a band that I like. I was a little scared of them because I thought they might be kind of like a hipster band.
Yeah.
And in their new music video for Shockwave City, there's silhouettes, I think what the band probably looks like.
Yeah.
And there's one dude with long hair. And then everybody else has like a Beatles haircut. And I was kind of like, oh, this is...
Well, you see, before that, they all had long hair.
Long hair.
Except the drummer.
Yeah. That's an old kind of thing, too. Like, that could have been a 70s vibe kind of thing, too.
Yeah, they keep the culty thing going.
Yeah, they got that older sound.
Which they're actually like 20 times more popular for this album than all their other shit.
For Mind Control?
No, for their newest album.
For their newest one.
Yeah.
See, I had never seen anybody post anything about Mind Control. I always seen that purple one. With like the vampire on the front. What's it called? Bloodlust?
Yeah, that's their first one, dude.
What's their first one?
Really good.
But I knew I was going to like them. I was just always scared that they were going to be overrated kind of band and everything. And from the first song on that album, I like probably the main first riff and everything and like the verse, I always thought, well, not always, whenever I heard it, I was like, this is kind of weird for Denver. This doesn't really sound like something that you would listen to. And then you're gonna know what I'm talking about. It goes into that Black Sabbath, Sabotage, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath kind of like riff.
Definitely,
You know, that like.
Shit stole me, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, I see why he listens to this shit. And yeah, then after that, I was like, I get it. But I really, the first few times I listened to it, I was like, this is pretty good. I like it. But the last few times I listened to it, I decided that it's something that I need to buy. And I would have already bought it, but Amazon is out of stock. So I haven't picked it up yet.
That's awesome, man.
I really like it. I always used to think the first few songs were good and then the last of the album was kind of boring. It does slow down.
It's a concept album.
Is it? What the fuck is that? Oh.
I told you that, but I think I just told you that at the beginning and then...
I think we were drunk.
You know.
Did you say it's a concept album about the Valley of the Dolls? Because something about the Valley... There's a song.
Like the Valley of the Dolls.
Okay, there's a song called Valley of the Dolls.
Like this guy that, like they're on this, like beach or whatever, and he gets, like, gives them fucking acid, like a bunch of drugs and stuff, and makes them come up to the mountain, you know, like it's a big thing of freedom and stuff, and then once they get up there, he kills them all.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons. Well, you know, I'm a sucker for concept albums.
Yeah, I think we both kind of are.
Oh yeah. That's why I picked that one for you.
Right.
And, but yeah. So like, yeah, the whole album's kind of up there.
That makes sense. Do you think the?
It is a big Valley of the Dolls thing, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is.
I didn't realize that the second to last song was called the Valley of the Dolls until probably like my 5th or 6th time I listened to it. And I was like, why does that stand out so much to me? I think you told me something about it being the Valley of the Dolls, like themed or something.
Yeah.
Do you think that the I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's work is like an original thing? Or do you think that it's like a callback to the Devil's Rejects?
Dude, I thought about that.
Yeah, I think about it whenever I hear that song.
That's what. Well, everything that I've read about it is like, no, but you can't help but think that.
Well, yeah.
You can't help but think.
But then again,
I definitely thought that. I was like, that's fucking Devil's Rejects.
Well, yeah.
Right there.
But then again, we're talking about a guy like Rob Zombie that borrows things a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He could have borrowed that saying. It's something we don't know about, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he has his own originality, but he also he steals stuff from other people as a tribute or, you know, a homage or something.
Yeah.
That could have been like a famous serial killer quote or something that we just don't know about.
Definitely, yeah.
So I wondered that whenever I heard it.
They seem pretty legit on their fucking...
Yeah, I think they do their homework.
History and everything, so...
I think they do their homework on killers and shit like that.
Yeah. Which I do on serial killers and stuff, but not like... I don't know anything about the whole 70s genre.
Right,
stuff,
right.
You know?
We had to do some stuff. We had to go to a lawyer not too long ago. Or, well, like yesterday, really. And his name's Eric Harris.
What'd you go to the lawyer for?
My mom had some stuff that we have to, like, do.
Oh, I got you.
And, you know, we have to go through a lawyer to do some of this shit.
Yeah.
But his name's Eric Harris, and my wife Mary was like, "That's weird."
His second wife, by the way.
Fuck off! No, it's not. Don't say that shit. She might hear this. But
Don't give her the password. I'm joking.
God damn it, making my life harder.
Right.
But we went to this lawyer named Eric Harris, and she goes, "That's weird. His email just says Rick Harris," and I was like, "Yeah, probably because one of the fucking Columbine shooters' name was Eric Harris, and he's sick of that shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
fuck, I'd change my fucking name altogether.
Yeah.
You know,
That's all.
I wouldn't put that fucking name on the front of a building. Somebody might walk in there and
Yeah.
be fucking redemption.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. We weren't allowed to see him, by the way.
Yeah.
We had to talk to his secretary.
Dude, let me get a picture.
Yeah, she passed his papers underneath a bulletproof window. It was nice in there, though.
Eric looked pretty cool.
Yeah, he had a ponytail and a lot of bad ideas running through his head.
Yeah. So what if you like KMFDM?
Oh.
They had cool shirts. I remember, like, I liked their shirts, but I hated that band.
Yeah, I've never been able to listen to KMFDM.
I've always, like, you ever see fucking cool band shirts and, like, you want to get into that band, but then you listen to them and you're like, God, no, I fucking hate them.
That was how I was with Bathory whenever I first heard Bathory. I was like, this sounds like fucking toilet water.
Yeah.
You know,
any
like,
black metal band almost, like if you see the shirt, you're like, yep, I'm going to get into it. Like, God damn it, I can't.
Right. Whenever I was like a fucking 15-year-old going through an Infinity One catalog, I was like, man, that looks so fun. Like, I bet I'd love Bathory. And then I heard him and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This sounds like it was recorded with like his little sister's tape recorder.
I know. I wish they could remaster it enough to like make it be good.
No, I don't. I like the way it sounds.
Because I just can't.
Really?
I just can't get into the fucking Transylvania album.
Transylvanian Hunger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. But I want to so bad.
I don't think it would sound any better if you made it recorded like higher quality.
I just like the fucking shirt, man. I do.
Right. Yeah, I don't think people would appreciate it anymore if it was recorded any better.
Yeah.
I think it's something you gotta listen to on your headphones. You'll see that in a lot of like reviews and shit. They're like, turn off all the lights and put on your fucking headphones.
Dude, put on your earbuds. Everything changes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I can't tell with a lot of things if I prefer it over headphones or if I prefer it over like a loud sound system kind of thing, but
for the most part, I don't even listen to my fucking speakers anymore. Like, if I'm just like, I just plugged into my phone or my laptop and I put my earbuds on and like, because it's got to be decently loud.
Right.
And,
yeah, you have to be home alone to appreciate it.
Exactly.
Much. That's the only time I listen to music out of speakers anymore is before work. Nobody's home. I listen to my records. I usually only get to listen to like one a day, but that's whenever I listen to speakers. And then the rest of the day at work is headphones. And whenever I come home from work and I get trashed, it's headphones. Then that was another thing about this podcast is we talked about calling it clocking out because basically we're going to talk about the same shit that we get off work, come home, get drunk, and listen to music, and then we're going to try to remember the shit that we thought while we were doing this process.
Same shit, different name, basically.
Yeah. Blacking out might be a little more appropriate.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to be talking about Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
Well, I mean,
I think you know a little bit more. After I listened to it a few more times, I realized it actually is a pretty upbeat album. It only has maybe 3 kind of slower songs on it.
Yeah.
And those slower songs are all good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it actually is a cruncher a little bit.
Yeah. It's definitely, it is a little different from their other albums.
Is it?
Not much.
See, I've only heard this and a little bit of their newest album, and I heard some song called Ritual Knife or something like that. Ritual
Knife, yeah.
something. And I liked it.
Yeah.
But,
they also had like last year, they had a B-Sides album.
oh yeah.
All of that shit sucks.
Really?
All of it.
That's weird.
But, digging this.
Fuck yeah.
What do we got here?
This is Molder, M-O-L-D-E-R.
Mm-hmm.
I think the name of the song is The Sweet Taste of Death. And it's off the
I feel like you did this one for me.
Really? I did this one because it wouldn't... I'll probably talk about this album at some point because I really like it.
Can we have this up?
I don't know. Maybe. Is there a latch? Oh, yeah, I found it. Sweet. We're finding shit out about the podcast layer.
The podcast just got a little bit lengthier.
Just got a little bigger.
Yeah.
But this wouldn't be the song that I would play, but this is a good song. And I'll point out something that might ruin the song for you.
Go ahead.
There's a riff coming
I'd
up.
love to hear that.
Yeah. There's a riff coming up, and I swear it's from like Nightmare Before Christmas. That kidnap the boogeyman, stuff him in a sack.
Oh,
Yeah, like
let's see
it's
if I
that.
can point it out.
Well, it's coming.
All right. Yeah,
It's very similar,
it's very characterized. Yeah.
but I like it. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's good. It goes
Yeah.
good with it, man.
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying.
The first time I heard it, that's exactly what I thought.
Okay.
But this is only 5 songs. It's like an EP, but it is fucking balls to the wall. It's good. It's crusty, sludgy metal shit.
One I am all about.
Fucking A,
dude.
yeah.
Goddamn.
So, you know a little bit more about mind control than I do. Do you have anything you want to say about it?
Not really, man.
Really?
No, well, I do, but it was just like your review, you know. So now it's.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it's your pick. I think you should.
Well, I really think that you know, if you like trippy, kind of like Black Sabbath like wise worship music, you should definitely give them a listen to.
Yeah.
And all their albums are badass, but Mind Control is just I like it so much just because it is a concept album. But I definitely would like their next to last newest stuff. Man, my fucking mind.
I've seen the name of it, but I don't remember it
My
neither.
mind went blank.
You're under mind control.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, fucking listen to
Yeah. Well, one thing that I would say that you probably wouldn't like, because I know you don't care for this band, they reminded me a little bit of Queens of the Stone Age's old stuff.
I can actually see it.
Yeah, and
No, I don't not like them.
oh, yeah.
It's just I didn't really get into them
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
But no, dude, like I do like a lot of their stuff. I just didn't,
Well, you want to play Mind Crawler then?
I guess we'll do that for the fans.
For the fans. This is Mind Crawler from the Mind Control album, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. If you haven't been paying attention for the last 32 minutes.
Are we playing this for the fan that's going?
The what?
Oh shit! All right, let's play it.
We- Welcome back to Nobody Gives a Fuck About Bathory.
This is Venom.
This is Venom. So, what's the next? Oh, I know what's something we can talk about.
What's happening?
What's happening? Fuck. So I made all the social media yesterday for this podcast. All of it except for Facebook. I still got to make the Facebook page.
Yeah.
This is Denver's first Twitter account.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he really fucking abuses it. Like I do.
I accidentally put my birthday on there.
Yeah, you're like, hey, that birthday is mine, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Like nobody could see it but me. I don't even know why I put that on there, but maybe to remind me of something.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put my fucking birthday.
Yeah. It asked you your birthday, and you were just hammered, and you're like, oh, here's my information.
I was buzzing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I trusted in this shit. I'm like, okay, dude, fucking August 9th, yeah.
Yeah, last night I started making all the social media shit for the podcast, and then I think I waited till like 9 o'clock at night whenever I knew you were drinking. I was like, hey, here's all the passwords and usernames for every fucking social media account you could ever want.
I was like, it won't go through.
Oh, yeah.
It won't go through. And he was like, the O is a 0.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I got it.
Yeah, okay, it's good. And then you were like, I'm going to tweet. You were like, I'm going to tweet about listening to this podcast in the bathtub. And then you know what I did, like, directly after that? I looked up a bunch of fucking pictures of people doing stupid shit in bathtubs. I'm going to tweet every fucking one of them.
It all goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Because I was like, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah, for some reason, dude.
Yep.
Man. Don't do it in bathtubs.
Did you watch much Scrubs? Other than the Scrubs I made you watch?
Dude, I lived with you for a year.
Yeah. Did you ever just get drunk in the bathtub? I don't remember most of it.
I don't either.
Yeah. I'm always like, man, that was one of the best times of my life, but I can't tell you what happened for a lot of it, except for there's a lot of holes in the wall.
Like, how long did you live there?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of happened.
We got mail, and
I think I was walking up the street and just stayed there.
Yeah, just like Scotty.
Yeah, that's where we met old Scotty.
Yeah,
the old bullfrog.
We had this old guy that used to come to our house named Scotty. Did he come to this house? Did he ever stop at this house and see us?
No,
I don't think so.
but across the street, like one of his friends or something.
Yeah, like one of his best friends lives somewhere on this road, and he just would walk from his friend's house to the liquor store back and forth, and we were on the way. So he made a lot of fucking visits in between, because he only bought 40s like 140 at a time.
40s and like Tall Boys of Bush.
Yeah, and he just get fucking
Drink all day.
Yeah, all day from as soon as he woke up on your porch.
Yeah.
to
passing out on your porch.
Until he passed out on your porch.
Remember that time we had those fucking rocking chairs on the porch,
Yeah.
and we went outside and
we were like, "Where's Scotty?"
He was passed out, like he didn't make it to the party.
No, yeah, it was only like 9 o'clock at night, wasn't it?
He didn't make. Yeah,
he was showing up kind of early that day, and he kept playing guitar and shit.
I think he walked up and because he was at his buddy's house.
Yeah,
getting total hammered, and I guess he just fucking sat down and was like, oh, I'll get him in a minute.
He never made it to the...
I'll get him in a minute,
bullfrog.
Well,
there were so many, 2 in the morning nights where he just wouldn't put down the fucking acoustic guitar.
Oh, yeah.
and they never really got old because we were always just as drunk.
Yeah.
But...
sometimes it's just like, dude, you gotta put it down, man.
Yeah.
It was funny, you didn't... we were like, dude, put the beer down, or dude, put the guitar down.
Yeah, we were never telling him to get less hammered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you're fucking 25 plus years above us.
Yeah. For probably the first month.
Not be my father.
For the first month we knew him, we didn't know he knew how to say anything other than Black Sabbath. Like, that was it. Like, he
Black
just,
Sabbath.
yeah, just, he would make guitar noises with his mouth and talk about old bands.
I actually was like, I want to be him.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted like not.
I wanted to be him
talk.
until I found out he had a job.
Yeah, I want to be. Yeah, I want to be able to only say Black Sabbath, dude.
People used to tell me about his house all the time. They were like, "Have you ever been to his house?" I'm like, "God, no." Like, I want to go there though.
I used to go in there all the time.
Valhalla?
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're like, there's a poster and like a fucking mattress on the floor.
Oh yeah, the shitty ass couch.
Yeah, and a shitty couch, and that's it. And like, it just,
He would pull out a really fucking old ass acoustic guitar,
yeah.
and it was basically like you were drinking and watching him
He had nothing.
fucking play.
And it was great. He needed nothing. You know what he was? He was one of those minimalists.
Yeah. The fucking left-handers.
Yeah, one of those people that lived in like a fucking a studio apartment smaller than this garage, and that's all he needed.
That's it.
That's all he needed to rock and rule.
Yeah. What else more do you need?
No, I think that's a pretty good existence. And then he disappeared for a long time because he became a roofer or something.
I remember, God damn it, what was it? Handicraft.
Yeah. Yeah, he worked there.
I went to Workforce and like did the whole thing for Handicraft, and then like and I went there and I was like, holy shit, Scotty, and he's sitting there putting baby bottles together.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you guys want to get in the fucking assembly line, and I was like, oh yeah. So I went over by Scotty's like, yeah, I'm on the bed, dude. I was like, dude, he's like, what are you up to now? He's like, oh, I'm living out here, I got my woman, man, still playing.
He's still singing about that bullfrog pussy.
Yeah. Like, well, fuck yeah, man. You remember when he's like, well, fuck yeah.
I think I still got some. I'll have to fucking upload those videos of him playing guitar on my fucking camera.
I remember my mom seen him once, like, over when we was living there, and she was like, oh my god. You know, everybody knows, like everybody calls him the town drunk. Like,
Yeah. I got a lot to live up to, woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Scotty.
Don't you fuck this up for me.
Yeah, man, he was a mystery to us, but
He's a bad motherfucker, dude.
yeah,
Nicest,
now that he's not around, I miss him.
nicest guy on earth.
Yeah, never said or did a bad thing. Never, you know what? He showed up to our house so many times that he probably doesn't even remember. And like, he never fucking puked on the carpet or spilled something. Yeah, he was in fucking control.
Never. Who would have thought our first podcast would be talking about Scotty?
Me, I knew it. I fucking planned it. No, but
I don't mind it.
yeah, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
He's a
Father.
good fucking guy.
Motherfucker.
I'm trying not just to talk about music. This isn't a music podcast.
Yeah. Fooled you.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about fucking music mostly, but I was inspired by other Ugh, I got a burp. Okay. You know when it's just sitting back there?
Yeah, you gotta push it up.
Yeah, and you gotta be like, fucking hold on, I can't do nothing until then.
You gotta like get off the couch and be the man of the family.
Yeah, you gotta get up and fucking do a sit up.
Yeah, fucking ketchup.
Do a sit up and eat a cucumber. Yep. Blow.
Oh! Alright.
Alright. But yeah, fucking.
Oh. We're gonna do this.
Oh yeah, you got. Never brought notes.
Yes, I did.
I had notes, but I left them inside.
So, we're gonna do this now?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I guess I'm gonna do my review on Begotten.
Oh, you want to talk about Begotten? All right.
Guess we'll get that out of the way.
Let's go ahead and do it. We'll just ramble about other shit for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't care. But, yeah, so my album was a Waning Silhouette.
Yeah. For the, whenever I first bought this album, I don't remember how I found this band whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Bandcamp playlist, wish list, of like 1,200 songs, 1,200 something songs, or not songs, albums. And some of them I don't know where I found them. Some of them I can be like, oh yeah, this band led me to this band. And Begotten is one of those bands that I just picked up one day and was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just amazing. So I bought it, and yeah, like I have no idea where they fucking came from.
I really dug it.
Yeah.
And I can tell you where they came from.
Well, I can tell you where they came from too. I tried to do my homework on this.
Because I took that. Begotten from Canada.
Yeah, there you go. What's the name of the town?
I didn't think you'd ask that.
Yeah, I didn't. It starts with a P.
Canada's just one country. They don't have cities.
Yeah, they don't.
So,
They're just a Canada.
yeah. Canada's.
Yeah, they're from
You're from
Canada's.
Do you ever ask, like, dude, where are you from in Canada? Oh, Amici-Ocean.
Yeah,
You don't say that.
OOCOO. I don't know. What the
Canada,
fuck?
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, Canada enough.
Canada opener.
Oh.
But, I'll get... I don't know, I was really surprised by it.
Yeah.
At first, I wasn't like that thrilled with it,
Yeah.
and then I became like kind of obsessed with it,
That's how I was.
and it was, man, it was really okay. Like there are 4 songs on the album, and the length is okay. The length for each song is a good 6 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was, you don't get bored with it.
No.
But it's kind of like the same progression throughout the whole thing. And I was thinking, like, God, from the first song, I was like, it's really fucking nostalgic.
I think that
Weird,
too.
It's weird to say about, like, they're black metal.
They're black metal, and it's 2018. Like they're.
And it fucking, dude, it made my fucking, give me goosebumps whenever I looked at the track listing, and the third song is called Nostalgist.
Yeah. But, okay, so you had the feeling of nostalgia before you seen that there was a song called Nostalgist.
Dude, like 20 seconds into the first song, I was like, yeah.
But where does that come from?
I
Because
don't know.
this album doesn't sound anything like any of the black metal we used to listen to as kids. So where does that fucking come from?
I guess it was like the, I don't know, like the melodicity of it.
Right.
You know? It was, and there was some clean vocals.
A little bit, yeah.
Which were really good.
Yeah, they do not with a lot of bands, like if they incorporate clean vocals, especially like in later albums, but this is the band's first album, like it makes me just go, you know, ooh, that sucks. Yeah. But like this band does clean vocals and they pull it off perfect.
Yeah, that was during the last song. It was during the Nostalgist.
Yeah.
And but dude, Life in Seclusion and the title track, Waning Silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh man, and the way they went into each other.
Yeah. They fit perfectly together.
The first song was like nine something minutes long.
Right.
And
the second song is actually like 10 something.
You would think that like already it's like something you've already heard.
A little bit.
And God,
but it's something you've wanted to hear.
It's so good.
I think where the nostalgia
it's like going back, but it's like,
but it's something you've been waiting for.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I think the nostalgia for me comes with whenever I was trying to figure out how to play black metal. I think some of the stuff that I wrote sounded like this. Not as good, but I mean, I think that like that was the style I was going for whenever I started writing black metal. I think that's where the nostalgia comes from for me. But at the same time, I was right there with you. I didn't know if I felt like this album was nostalgic from the first time I heard it, or was it nostalgic because I seen a song on it called Nostalgist, and I was like, yeah, it is really, you know, like, it brings me back and all this shit.
Totally.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah. I tried to look up more on them and stuff, and there's nothing. You go to their Bandcamp, it's that album.
Yeah.
And
They have a split with somebody else, but
Yeah, you can order that album and that's it.
Yeah.
And but I really like the first time thought I was like, that's cool. Second
Yeah.
time, third time. Then I listened to it at night before the podcast. And I was like, oh, the only thing that I didn't really like between a couple songs, like there's a couple gasps and
yeah, yeah,
that are kind of like comical,
a little bit, yeah,
a little bit comical.
yeah. I can see that.
But it's the more you listen to them, like
You're ready for it.
it
So
goes into it.
Yeah.
But the first time hearing it's like and then
oh, dude, I got a fucking
You know
record.
what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get it.
so. But other than that, album's fucking solid, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking dig it, and I would love to hear more from them.
Me too. That's a band I'm gonna look forward to
Yeah.
for some more
I
fucking
love the
material.
whole fucking progressive,
That first song,
the state that they were playing in.
the song that we're gonna play, the first song. Have you picked up yet that like it's almost a riff that just it never repeats? It repeats a little bit, but it's almost like a riff that just keeps progressing itself. Like the song, it's mostly just a riff, and it just changes a little bit until the entire song's all the way through. Like it doesn't really make any big changes, but the entire song sounds like it's a song. It sounds like it goes from one point to the next. But if you actually sit down and listen to it, especially there's that acoustic version of it. It's the fifth song that it's not on the CD. Yeah. If you sit and listen to it, it's really just a riff that keeps changing a little bit, and it's fucking great. I don't know, man. This was one of my favorite albums of 2018 so far, so I just really was excited.
This come out in 2018.
Yeah, it just came out.
It's crazy. I felt like it came out in like 2013.
Oh yeah.
I guess because of the nostalgia fact.
I guess
But,
so.
dude, I loved it either way. I
Yeah.
already said everything, so.
Yeah, I think it's a really fucking killer album. It's a band to keep looking into. They did that thing that I fucking love, where I bought this album off Bandcamp, and you should too. There's still some copies of it out there. They sent me a little note said, "Begotten, thank you for your support," and they signed it and everything. Anytime a band does that for me, I fucking freak out and think like, "Oh my god, these guys are so cool." Yeah, I was really fucking into it, and we're gonna play what? Okay. We're gonna play "Life Lost in Seclusion" by Begotten from the Waning Silhouette album, which I thought was a warning silhouette, and whenever I kept talking about it and telling people about it, I kept saying, "Oh, you gotta check out a warning silhouette by Begotten. It's so awesome," and they're like, "I can't find it."
Well, we'll do that while we have a jiggle contest.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna play "A Life Lost in Seclusion."
But,
we should just hit record as soon as you fucking come in the door. And then we'll have 3-hour episodes of the fucking podcast.
Oh, there we go, baby.
There we go.
Ugh.
Yep.
Back to norm.
Usually it's nothing but just us pounding beers into our fucking mouths and then being like, good riff. Fuck yeah.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. What are we going to talk about? What's next?
Well, we can talk about more music or chicks, or we can talk about. What are you putting in that?
Putting my beard?
Yeah.
Just conditioner.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you do?
Well, I did have oil I bought for it, but now I just I have this fractionated coconut oil.
Uh-huh.
I put it in every day,
Yeah.
and I have beard balm.
Beard balm. What's the brand?
Crema.
What's it called?
Crema.
Never heard of it.
It's a
Walmart beard balm.
But it's honestly the most.
Does it smell good?
Yeah.
That's cool. I used to put eucalyptus oil in my beard,
Did you?
and it was fucking awesome, but Mary hated the smell of it.
Well, the only reason I do it is because, if I don't like my skin gets really fucking dry and shit.
And itchy.
Yeah.
Oh. I have
I
a...
have dry skin and shit.
Yeah. I have an oil, I just stopped using it, but I should get back into it. But it's not a beard oil. It's actually a ethnic hair care oil.
Yeah.
So water just beads off this shit.
What? I don't even know what the fuck you said, dude.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Water just beads off of this fucking beard.
I'm fucking done with this.
Kind of smells like
What is your prep meal tonight?
my prep meal. What am I gonna make after I'm hammered drunk?
Okay, wait. Okay, cheeseburgers, pizza, or fried rice. That's the 3 food groups.
The 3 food groups.
Yeah.
Which one of those food groups am I gonna make?
Okay, you either got a cheeseburger for the rest of your life.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Pizza or any kind of fried rice.
Pizza.
Really?
I will die by the pizza.
God damn, really?
Yeah, every time. I do love a fucking hamburger. And even though you'll ask me a million times if I love fucking hamburgers or whatever,
Yeah.
like I'll always be like, hamburgers are okay.
Yeah.
But probably like 3 out of 5 times, I want to go to a burger restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just do. I feel like burgers, because I always buy the biggest and stupidest of burgers.
Yeah.
Like they're the most filling meal that I usually have.
It's Burger King, man.
Yeah, it's usually Burger King. I usually get one of those fucking Bacon King burgers, and then I'll get fucking
Damn Rodeo King, dude.
dude.
Oh,
All of them.
fucking A. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll usually get one of those fucking double, big ass burgers are the shit.
Smoking mouth to the south right there.
Yeah,
No,
I never
that's
really,
what it was.
I never really blow my load about a burger, but anytime I fucking want a big ass meal, I'll usually get a stupid fucking burger.
Yeah, goddamn.
I love getting a fucking 7x7.
I have never gotten an intelligent burger.
No.
Yeah, dude, can I get the Harvard cheeseburger?
I get the, what's that
That
fucking,
includes 1 patty and a bunch of brains and mayonnaise.
imagine getting a single patty fucking burger from Steak and Shake. They should only charge you like a fucking,
I'd kill myself.
yeah, they should only charge you like 50 cents for that.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that.
Than the bowl of chili.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
They should give you single patty cheeseburgers to dip in your chili like they're fucking White Castle sliders or something if you order the chili.
Oh, man. Here we go. White Castle.
Dude, a steak and shake burger ain't that much fucking bigger than a White Castle.
I know, but White Castle's the... Come on.
White Castle is something I'd like to fucking die of.
I absolutely love White Castle.
I'd like to die by White Castle.
I would.
Like, you know. Well, how'd he go? White Castle poisoning until he asphyxiated because there wasn't enough air to go into his fucking mouth.
If somebody close to me died, I'd probably get a crave case.
Like as a comfort case, basically?
Yeah, I'd probably eat the whole crave case, and I wouldn't even get drunk. I'd probably just walk into traffic.
Dude, I just think that... I think that, like, you should get a 30-pack of beer. You should get a 30-pack of beer and a 30-pack of fucking castles and just see what you can do with your life.
Cackles?
Castles.
Castles.
Like castles. Sliders, whatever.
Oh, you said it cool.
Nah.
Yeah, 30-pack castle.
Get a 30-pack of castles.
Saying that.
Dude, I just said it for the first time.
Oh, a 30-pack of castles.
Give me a 30-pack of them castles.
Oh, wait. Can I get a case of the whites?
No, you can't say that.
Can I get a case of the brown burgers?
Can I get a... Remember whenever people used to call 24 packs of beer suitcases? They probably still do, but...
Yeah, old birds do.
Old birds? Now who's trying to be cool?
Come on, man.
Now, old birds used to say suitcases.
Dude, I've been around.
I've lived off a fucking street with a liquor store on it ever since I've been old enough to spit on a sidewalk.
You're listening to gay guys' YouTube channels.
Yeah. This is better.
I've been watching my dogs all day. My fur babies.
Yep.
Dude, I fucking hate when people call my fur babies.
You hate whenever people call their animals fur babies or pets?
I don't like it.
What about what about people who have birds? Do they call them feather babies?
No, they call them fucking birds.
That's the best response.
They call them get rid of them.
Yeah. They fucking poison them.
Yeah, they call them nobody staying the night there.
Yep.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
Birds.
Bird is not the word. I don't know. Kill yourself. Everybody kill yourself.
That makes for a good first episode.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How far along are we?
I don't know. The fucking timer is off the thing.
Jacked up.
All jacked the fuck up. What are you pointing at me for?
I had something to talk about.
Oh, dude. Where's your notes? You had notes.
We already did that.
We already did the notes. That was all the notes. I seen the word death metal on there. I don't remember talking about death metal.
No, I didn't.
I swear.
No. There was no death metal on here.
I'm gonna point it out.
Okay, go ahead. Here.
Where's that?
There's no death metal on here.
Doom metal. Damn it.
Doom metal, yeah. It's whenever
I want to hear about it, pothead.
Whenever I look for fucking Begotten.
Oh yeah, there was the doom metal band. Yeah.
That's the one I was the one to look at. Called your bluff.
You did,
Dad.
You know what? I fucked up.
I don't like mustard.
Oh.
I'll get you.
Oh shit. So should we keep this shit running or?
We got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time. I think that concludes for the first episode.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because we won't remember it.
Yeah. We're going to have to re-listen to it.
Yes.
I'm sure it was dog shit.
Yep. Check us out on...
Well, we're on Facebook as Blacking Out with D&D. We're on Instagram as Blacking Out WDND, and Twitter is the same, Blacking Out with WDND. And if there's any other social media that we need to be on, we'll get to it.
Not your average D&Ders.
No, we're not. We're not your nerd types that know what the internet really is. I've never even seen the internet.
Yeah. Never even played that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Do you want to change it to Denver and Derek for the Facebook page, or just leave it at the?
Yeah, we probably should. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, it will be done.
Because that's more of a D&D's like more of a Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I don't fucking know.
I don't. Yeah. We're just fucking winging it.
Yeah. You'll see it. Check it out.
Yeah.
So you'll find our decision.
Yeah. Plug in and fuck off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smoke weed.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.